Just the last couple of possessions of the second overtime, Jermaine, when you got the ball, and did you think, what were you trying to do on those last couple of possessions?
Score quick. I think we're down 4. I was trying to score as fast as possible, cut the lead as fast as possible. Fortunately, we were able to do that. JB set a great screen, and then Jahii set another great screen for me to free me up, and I was able to knock down the shot.
On that last drive specifically, can you take us through that?
You know what? We were going for a 3. The play was set up for a 3. He played pretty close. He played it well. He was playing a great defense all the game, and unfortunately, I read him. He was uptight, and I was able to go by him.
This is a question, but what did you feel just seconds after it was over? What was your emotion?
Man, it's hard to explain. I was very excited, very shocked. And mostly I was happy for my teammates. A lot of guys. It was my first year here. A lot of guys were here before me. That's a big rivalry. Back in Jordan, he only beat him once, and now he can say he got him twice here at home in his senior year.
Jermaine, you obviously played in big games at Penn State. How much do you think that experience helped you in the atmosphere in a game like this?
Anytime you get any type of experience in the floor, it helps. Spending 4 years at Penn State, I learned a lot of the game there. Also, Coach Sindeck, I've learned a lot from him too. So anytime you get experience, it's great. Obviously helping me out here.
Do you feel like they forgot about you a little bit? You had that big run there, and then it was like maybe an 8-minute span there where you had trouble getting the shots.
Not really. He was kind of, I think, with Jefferson locking in on me, but Jordan and Jahii did a great job just carrying us the whole way through that first overtime, the end of the second half. I said that to Jahii after the game. I think he did a great job of just carrying us, making tough shots. You can't really forget about those. Those kept us in the game.
Jahii, what does it feel like to finally get one and pull out?
Man, unexplainable. Especially with him being number 2 in the country and them having lost too many. And us being on, I think we were 5 out of 6. Our confidence was really high, and he just put the icing on the cake for me. I've never beat him, It's unexplainable, man.
Jordan or anyone else, just the past couple weekends, just all close games. Did the experience just over what happened the past couple weeks really helped with this game?
No, I guess we do well in overtime. We love playing with each other. We work hard, and we cover for each other. We're not a selfish team on offense or defense. And nothing else needs to be said. We worked hard. We played against a phenomenal team tonight. There's a reason they're number 2 in the country. And no words can explain the joy that we feel right now. That is huge for us, for our resume, for our goals of postseason tournament. Tonight was huge for us.
Jordan, 8 blocks tonight. It seems like from the beginning you were just going to dominate the paint defensively. Is that your mindset coming into the game?
Yeah, they do a really good job getting the ball into the paint, whether that's on post-ups or drives. So I knew that one way that I'd be able to help my teammates and help my team would be to block shots. And so, that's what I do. That's what I love doing, and that's what I'm good at. So that's what I'm doing.
And take us through their last offensive possession when you blocked that shot. What did you see?
Honestly, when Jermaine made that layup and we were getting back on defense, I knew there wasn't much time on the clock, and I really did say to myself, big block, big block. Like, I knew that they were going to try for a layup because they needed it, and that'd be the easiest thing. So I saw him come right down the middle, and I hustled over, and I jumped, and I felt it was a little bit late, but I must have got it right at the peak. But just an amazing feeling, and then for Jahii to pick it up and dunk it on the other end to expand the lead, there's no words to describe that.
Jahii, obviously it was a frustrating first half for you, only scoring 2 points. What kind of adjustments did you do second half and both overtimes to pick that up?
They have a great defense. They try not to let me score. But, me distributing the basketball and getting my teammates involved early makes them kind of forget about me and my scoring ability. So in the second half, I just try to turn up a notch. We got defensive stops, which was able for us to get out in transition. And then, a lot of the guys were in foul trouble. So we took advantage of the mismatches, and, I tried to step up and make big plays. But mostly my teammates hit shots. When they hit shots, it opens it up for me. So we're now just coming along. I think we're hitting our peak, and everybody knows what we need to do to win basketball games, and it shall be not.
The crowd was pretty electric tonight, which you guys commented on.
I didn't see an open seat. You know, we didn't want to lose in front of all those faces. So definitely it was a great energy. You know, the fans were on our side. You know, they were giving us extra enthusiasm. So I felt like all of us knew that we weren't going to lose the game, and we didn't want to disappoint the fans, and we wanted to rush the court for the first time. I know it was my first time seeing that, so it was great for us.
You got to see him twice. Did you guys get caught up in the first time, or were you trying to get everybody off the floor?
I think Jermaine got crushed.
He got crushed. I got crushed. That's why I was hanging on the rim. Somebody just came running me. He's claustrophobic. So.
Yeah, I was
So he said, don't let them do that to me, man. They do it to me too.
But did you realize the game wasn't quite over? Were you trying to help police things? Or,
No, after you know, he got
After
the block
you're
and I dunked it, I thought the game was over. So.
I remember every year the crowd does the ASU and then the U of A chant. And it's always a battle to see who's louder. And honestly, this is the first year that I heard the ASU louder than the U of A. So I mean, I am so happy and honored to be part of a program that has so much to support. U of A does a really good job traveling their fans, and now we do a phenomenal job of getting our fans in the seats. And it was unreal, the energy that the crowd brought. The student section, I've never been in an arena with such a great student section. It is a great feeling to have such energy in our building.
You mentioned in the press conference earlier this week how much you guys needed him in the first matchup when he was out. Talk about just being able to get him back and that kind of production that you guys got out of him.
I mean, whenever he's on the floor, whether he scores or he doesn't, whether he scores or doesn't score, his presence brings a lot. You know, defenses have to focus on him. You know, there's games where he scores 12 points, but the focus on the defense has to go on him. Just takes a huge toll, and we're able to score more. Then when they forget about him, and they forget that he can drive to the basket and make plays by himself, you know, that makes a huge contribution to our team. You know, he can make big plays. You know, he's all about the team, and when you have a guy like that that's older, mature, who's just all about the team, it adds that much more positive spirit to our team. So, you know, I follow his lead, he follows my lead, we follow the big fella's lead, and I think when we're all connected as three, it's tough to beat us.
You guys touched on this a little bit, but just getting a win like this over the second-ranked team, you guys have kind of been on the bubble, and you know, it seems like the rest of the season it would have gone back and forth, back and forth. How much of a relief is it just to kind of get a win and pretty much should kind of seal your NCAA?
No, I don't know if relief is the right word, because if we don't take care of business over the next couple weeks, we won't get to the tournament. We have to act like we need every game, like we're still in the bubble. We can't let this win get to our head. As great as it feels right now, and as much fun as it was winning, we have to keep our eyes on the prize, and we have to get back to practice and work hard, because Colorado's not an easy team. And we got to have these next couple wins. We got to do our best to win all our next games.
Coach?